don't quite work yet. They're fun to play with, and they work most of the time. But by most, I'd say about 60% of the time. They're just not quite there yet. But one of the neat things you can do is you can shine it on the floor and you can tap dance on the keyboard. And again, here's another device where your pen is a computer, and it shines onto a screen, and you can shine it onto a large screen or onto the side of a cup or anything like that. So again, netbooks are becoming really popular, and I've seen a few of them here, and I've used them, and they're very small, very handy to carry around, and perhaps this is going to be the main device of the next few years. But again, I caution you, we don't know. And this is very important. We don't know. What we've got to do is be prepared to go, because you can set a trajectory, and this is the problem I have with much of the strategic planning that we go through. We have a trajectory to go here, and the world goes over there. And people keep on with their plan because that's their plan. And they don't realize they're no longer with it. And we don't know exactly which way the world goes. We can sort of project to a certain extent, but we've got to be flexible enough so as we can change when these type of devices. Nobody predicted netbooks. You don't see anyone a few years ago saying how popular they would be, and now they're becoming extremely popular. You know, what's the next thing? We really can't predict. Things like Twitter and even Facebook before that, nobody predicted which way it was. And there's a book out by, I think, Ayub Khan, maybe somebody knows his name, called The Black Swan. And basically he says that everyone thought that all swans were white until they discovered Australia. And to their surprise, there were black swans. And it freaked people out. They just never occurred to them that you could have a black swan. And that's why he named the book. But what he's talking about is there will always be events like this swine flu epidemic that's coming, like the tsunami, like the economic disaster that we're in. There will always be unpredictable events in the future. And that we have to understand that and be prepared to meet them. The new generation, you've got these game players like the Sony Milo and the smartphones, the Open Moco. Again, these game players, very powerful computers, very powerful mobile devices with voice over IP phones that allow people we can now phone anywhere in the world for free or at very low cost to a landline or to somebody else's paid for mobile phone. We also now have touch screen mobiles where the screen attaches to your mobile device. Oh, we're going backwards. Here's a new idea for a telephone, a Compass touchscreen telephone. Again, a powerful computer in it. And here's a mobile phone computer with an expandable screen. Here's one with a rollable display, so you just pull it out. We have bendable screens. And you know, I mentioned earlier about the price of paper going up and the cost of computers going down. And we can safely look forward to a future where your piece of paper will be more expensive than a computer. In fact, there'll be a computer chip on your piece of paper, and the most expensive part of it will be the paper rather than the computer. And here again we have digital paper. The paper is a computer. And here's a Nokia pen with 1.3 megabyte memory, and it records what you write. So people who, of course, you have to have legible handwriting. But the computer can learn your handwriting. I've just found over the years that my handwriting has deteriorated, so I don't even bother writing things anymore because I can't read my own notes. It's a sad comment. I'm sure the nuns who taught me in grade 4 and 5 would be very upset with me now. We had it, and I don't know, I guess a lot of too many young people here, but I can remember we would get in trouble if we were caught writing with a biro, a ballpoint pen. They'd